zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short. Gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, Prosise. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
It's complete to Lockett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Hey, pick 26. 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We got it.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
I'll go special! I'll go special!
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, 85 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make these babies.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Tyler Lockett, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, here, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Rodgers on target here to Allison, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And cuts out. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 42 yards. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give much.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
On 1st down, it's Jones. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Rodgers throwing here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
So it's all over.